Now, let's do the longer version of the report of findings. I'm going to back up here for a minute, and I'm probably talking a little fast because I'm hyped up about giving you this information. I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to slow down a little bit. And I want to make sure that you understand a couple of important points. That when you're presenting, that it is very important that you match the tone of the person that you're with. If they're really depressed, bring your tone down and your voice a little bit softer. Those of you that are Speak Up and Lead grads, you know what I'm talking about. Make it a little softer. Because I know you are a compassionate person, we want them to perceive your compassion because you're not blowing them out of the water with your energy and your voice. So some of you have that challenge that you're not tuning into people. If somebody's excited, hey man, I'm really excited. You know, I exercised, I felt great after my first adjustment the other day, and I'm feeling like I'm getting my energy back. Okay, John, hey, you know what? I'm excited for you too. Listen, here's the thing. We want to make sure that you don't just feel good for today and that you're performing well today. We want you to perform like this tree on the right for 100 years. Remember, it's 100% for 100 years. That's what we want for you. So your energy picks up, your pace picks up, and then it's important that you slow them down just a little bit and have the intention in your voice so that you're heard, so that they understand the importance of what you're talking about. And so matching that tone is important. Make sure that your posture is good. Don't sit with your legs spread wide open, standing in front of them like you're showing off your genitals. Make sure that your desk is clean and neat and you're sitting down with them. Hey, listen, if your desk is a mess and they walk in there, unconsciously they're going to think, wow, this person is already a mess. If I come into this world, maybe I'll become a mess too. No, we don't want that. Get the presentation all across the board, looking like it's worth what your presentation is worth and what your care is worth. And if you're organized, you will have the perceived value and deliver the perceived value that your care has value and that you have the capacity to handle their case. So that's such an important thing. And you have the capacity, if they refer a bunch of people, that you have the capacity to take it on. So all of that is a lot of the unconscious stuff that goes on behind the scenes. And so really, really important. So I'm going to walk you through this process on this report of findings using the new folder, and I'm going to slow down a little bit for this one because this person doesn't have as much pre-day one education, so I'm going to go a little bit slower right now. So let's see, I'm going to time it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to see right now as we go forward with this call. Hello, John. Hello, Mary. Thanks for coming back. Really appreciate the opportunity to work with you today. We're going to go over a game plan for you. We're going to talk about how you can heal quickly and should you choose to function at your highest level, 100% for 100 years if you want to. But I think where we need to start is, first of all, looking at this image here and this folder, which is going to be yours to take home. You could take this home and you could review this information when you get there, share it with your spouse, with your kids if you want to, your parents, maybe some of your friends. But what we notice here, based on your exam, there are areas in your spine, in your nervous system, and in your body that are aging like the tree on the left instead of the tree on the right. It's affecting the nerves. You'll see the spinal cord and the spine and the brain right in the middle of the trunk of the tree. The messages go up and down. And right now, the areas in your spine that are injured, these subluxations that we've discussed, it's affecting your body, causing you to grow and age like the tree on the left instead of the tree on the right. You're going to have to do two things in order to heal and to be healthy. Is you're going to have to, number one, you're going to have to make healthier choices, and you're going to need to take care of your spine and your nervous system because it's the lifeline of your body. We call it essential innervation. It's essential because you can't live without it, and it's innervation because it's inside of you and it's nerve supply. It's your body's natural IT system, just like the web and the internet and cell phones are an IT system. Well, a couple of basic things that are important. Without your IT system working properly, life is not possible. Nothing works. We talked about this at the consultation, which, side note, remember, they're hearing it for the second and third time. They've read it. So that's exciting that you're doing the pre-day one education. So this is why people who are paralyzed lose function. Now, If there's interference to it, your IT system, health is not possible. Nothing works the way that it's supposed to. This is what's happening in your spine. You have injuries in your spine, vertebral subluxations, injuries to your spine and nervous system that are affecting the function of the nerves, which are affecting your health on the levels that you're feeling it, in your back, neck, etc., as well as places that you're not feeling it, which is even more important sometimes than the areas that you can feel. These are the areas that we're going to address on you through your chiropractic care. Now, with your IT system working properly, which is the goal of the care, health can become your natural state and everything can begin to work the way that it's supposed to. And then if you keep it that way for a period of time through the critical transition to lifestyle care, then your body can regenerate and repair itself. That's one of the options that you're going to get to choose as we go through this process. And then if you optimize it with lifestyle care, like you'll see a lot of the athletes and the people that come in here, they've been doing it for a while. They're doing it using care, chiropractic care, to perform at a high level for a lifetime. That'll be your choice as well. And again, of course, this is your responsibility, not mine. We'll help you get whatever it is that's important to you. Now, inside of this folder, as you'll see, there's some information on the right-hand side, which is some articles that we're going to send home with you, as well as a ticket to 100 Healthy Years, which is a presentation that we do once a month or once every 2 weeks, where you can come and we can teach you how to really optimize your results, as well as a gift card for a family member and friend if you're interested. But we'll get to that down the road. Let's talk a little bit about your life expectancy and life expectancy facts. First of all, we know that 100-year-old people are the world's fastest growing group. Have you heard that before? You have. Okay. You haven't. Okay. Well, it's true. What does that have to do with you? Well, that means that whether you like it or not, you may live longer than you ever thought. In fact, from your history form, those of you that are using the history form that we provide, you indicated that your oldest grandparent that ever lived is 91, you're 41, so you could have 50 more years ahead of you. What do you think about that? Yeah, yikes. Well, listen, it's only yikes if you're unhealthy or if you're hurting, but it's actually exciting when you're feeling great and you're healthy. That's why, can you see why it's so important to make the health of your nervous system and your spine a priority? Great. Okay, here are some nervous system facts that I think you'll find interesting. On the left hand, on the bottom here, you'll see the causes of subluxation. For you, it's happened from the birth process. That accident that you told me about, your intensive training for the last 15 years has definitely contributed to it. And also technology has become a big problem. Most people, I saw you the other day in the reception area, you were on your phone, bent over crooked. That is also contributing to the underlying condition in your spine and nervous system. You can see here that it's 8 millimeters of mercury pressure. Just the weight of a dime can reduce the function of a nerve. It can exist without pain, so you can have it and not feel it. And then within 2 weeks of immobilization, scar tissue begins to appear. You've had it for a lot of 2 weeks. And that's why, we talked about the other day, I said that in your exam, it felt like you were in one of these two positions here as I'm looking at the x-ray poster pointing to the deterioration. And then spinal adjustments can even affect the central nervous system, which you'll like, because the care that we're going to provide can not only help your spine, but can also help your brain to function better, which is really good. So all of this is really important information. I know you had some fitness questions and concerns. If you'll take care of the nutrition, the endurance, and the strength, we can even provide you some supplementation if you want to, and some cleansing if you want to. The chiropractic care we provide, we're going to take care of the neurology and the structure, and you take care of the rest, and together we'll make a great team, keeping you healthy for a lifetime. Any questions about this so far as I get into your recommendations? Now, most of the time, because you're leading them, most people will say, nope, tell me what I got to do, doc. If they have questions, you'll answer the questions. Before the if you're doing really good pre-day one education, there will be almost no questions. The only question that will be, well, what's in it for me, or what do I got to do? What's my thing, and how much does it cost for me? And that's typically what happens. And so here you go through and you write it in 3 times a week for 8 weeks, critical transition. So Mary, it's 3 times a week, 3 adjustments a week for 8 weeks. We're also going to do that, whatever other rehabilitative exercises that some of you do, some of you, all you do, which is great, fine, is adjust people. So whatever it is that you do, that's your protocol. You're going to write it in. Critical transition is going to be once a week for the balance of a year. And then lifestyle care, we'll get to that down the road. That'll depend on the intensity of your lifestyle. So this is what it's going to take. And then the finances, and you could do it any way you want, Mary. The crisis care plan, this is what you're looking at. This is the total cost. This is what we expect from insurance, or if there's no insurance, then use the cash form instead of this form. And so you can do it any way you want. It doesn't matter to us. You can do it in one payment and save. It's also more convenient. Or you can pay it monthly. This is the payment. Or you can pay as you go if you do the crisis care. If you do the chiropractic adjustment plan, then you could either do it in one payment or you can do it monthly, whichever you prefer. It doesn't matter to me. We just want you to get what you want so that you can be healthier for the long haul. Now, do you have an idea which way you want to go about it? So that took 7 minutes and 42 seconds. And that's with a little extra explaining. So again, it's about 7 minutes. The better you are at the pre-day one education, the easier and the smoother things will go. The more you're using all the forms that we're providing, the handouts that we're providing. Remember, you are creating an educated consumer that's not educated about the chiropractic crapbox mishmash and the 50,000 different ways there are out there to get the care. They're understanding what's happening in your office, why you're unique, why you stand out, why it's special, why it's valuable, and you're laying it out there in a compelling way as a leader. And so with that, they're going to make a choice, and they'll see right here, you can pull out from the folder. They have, and by the way, the pictures, all these images are different. It shows the visit frequency inside the folder, and really, really simple way to make that presentation and let people choose. Now, let's take some questions and or comments, and we'll do that right now.